I was talking to a gentleman, he's a charterman, like I said, and he specifically uses the 8-to-1 gear ratio because what he told me was whenever he's fishing and you catch a big trout, or that when that fish is just it's heading towards you, you catch a big trout, you won't lose that slack because you can keep up with them with the 8-to-1 gear ratio. It's faster. And I mean, it makes sense. Yes, I knew that. But the reason why I fish a 7-to-1 is because I like a more finesse style. And if that fish is running towards me, I need to put it into overdrive, and I need to start reeling that fish in and keep the slack on them and not let them. But sometimes, you know, that's the way the game is. You know, the trout are fast, and when they get bigger, they're faster, and they'll run towards you. They're smarter. They're looking for cover. They're trying to get that lure ripped out of their mouth. They're hooked in the face. So it's like, I mean, you can only imagine. So they're trying to get away, and they're trying to get this lure out of their mouth. 8-to-1 is good to keep the pressure on. You keep the pressure on, and consistent, keep the pressure on. But the gear ratio is faster, so you keep that tension on that fish. He didn't persuade me to get it. I was just like, you know, I haven't owned an 8-to-1, so I'm gonna try it. I plan on doing more fishing in Rockport in the future with my father-in-law, and there's some spots that we've kind of been talking about and scouting about that hold a lot of big trout, and we're looking forward to hit it up. And I think I'm gonna use this reel of choice out there. I do have my Tranx 150 that I love to death. It's got a heavy drag, but I mean, the only time you need heavy drag like that is when you're fishing in, you know, between pylons and things like that. You're dock fishing a lot. You have that extra drag pressure to get that fish away from where it's trying to go, and that's not gonna not keep me from fishing that reel. I got a good lineup of reels now that are all trustworthy. They're true. There's nothing wrong with the Corrado K 200 HG. I love that reel. That's a 7.4. It was a little higher gear ratio than I was accustomed to because I'm more of like a finesse style fisherman. Like that's just my style. That's just what I like. Everybody's different. Everybody likes to rip lures through reaction bite. I'm a reaction bite, but just through finesse. Anyway, point being, I wanted to try the 8-to-1. So now I got the 8-to-1. I'm gonna put 12-pound mono on it, like always. The only reel that I do have with braid on it is that Power Horse. It's a Tranx 150 because it has a heavier drag. I got 30-pound Power Pro on it with a 20-pound leader. I mean, that's pretty much the ideal fishing reel. If you're gonna go to Rockport, that's the rod and reel to take, with the braid and the leader, whatnot. When you get a little bit further down south, the trout are bigger. Not to say where I'm at in Galveston area fishing that we don't hold big trout. We hold big trout. We do. I wade fish a lot. I don't have a boat, so I fish the closest place that I can put my feet in the water without burning gas. So it happens to be in Texas City. So it's still the Galveston waterway, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of really big trout out there where I fish at. I've heard a couple people getting hooked up to 29s. I haven't seen a 30 out there. I haven't seen a 29. I heard a story of a 29. But you know, everybody's story is different. So the biggest fish that I caught in the waterway where I fish is 24.5 inch. And that was a pretty consistent day of everything 20 plus. Water was awesome, conditions was awesome, and I wish I did have the 8-to-1 gear ratio because I did lose maybe 3 or 4 really good sized trout because of the slack, because of having that slack in my reel. And maybe this is a game changer, who knows? But for now, I will try it soon, and I'll give y'all updates on it. It's not that I'm out to, everybody's out to target big trout. We always want to catch a big fish. But at the same time, I just want to catch fish. So that's the thump is the addiction. It's the thump. The sizes too. Everybody wants a 30. I want a 30. The biggest trout I've ever caught was 26 and a half, and that was in a canal, HLMP canal. So anyway, now we'll see what the hype's about with the H1. A lot of people swear by it. I mean, you can just tell from here. It's just like this thing is awesome. So anyway, that being said, I'm happy. I tried out the 157-1 today, Chronarch, and like I said, I mean, for the money and everything, it's worth every dime of it, you know. And not, like I said, I'm not sponsored by these guys to be paying me to do this stuff or a video, whatever, on Shimano Chronarch, but I'm a Shimano person. Everybody has their own preference. A lot of people hate Shimano. They like Daiwa better, or whatever the case may be. Concept 13. I've had those reels. I've had them. And if I'm gonna spend my money, I'm gonna spend it at Shimano all day. It's tried and true for me. It works for me. I'm familiar with the product. They hold awesome product. Shimano to me is just, it's the stuff. It's the stuff. And you get what you pay for. G Series Chronarch 150 XG 8-to-1 saltwater edition. It's the stuff, man. It is the stuff, and I can't wait to try it. So I'm excited. It may sit for a little while. That's how it always is. They sit. They're good wall art. The wives don't like the wall art that we like, but I got rid of some old to get some new, and it worked, man. It worked. So I'm excited. I am excited to try it. So anyway, Saltwater Tactical over and out.